Hey YouTube, Dad Creative Ed 2 here, bringing you my dragon deck. Finally, it's been a long time since I posted a video, but I thought I'd post something new. So this is my dragon profile. I went to nationals yesterday and the day before that, and I used this deck. It went okay, I guess. I lost a few dodgy matches because I didn't have enough side for them, and one of them was chain burn. So what can you do? Did side roll decree, but he kind of decided in MSTs. So yeah. But yeah, I went okay, I guess. So I'll just go through the deck and I'll quickly tell you what worked well and what I might change. So firstly, obviously we've got 3 light pulsar. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, okay, cool. 3 light pulsar, obviously standard. 2 red eyes darkness metals, again standard. 2 dark flower. I don't like 3. I just prefer 2. 2 eclipse wyverns. This is really nice, and 1 dark on dragon. The whole combo with this and the future fusion and this and the OTK and stuff, I tried to pull that off like twice. I don't think I did actually pull it off because he either veiled or like MST'd my future fusion. So that's all the dragons. For the light swans, we've got triple Lilo and triple Raikou. Pretty standard. You have to run 3 of each. I feel 2 of either one of them is not enough. At this point I was running BLS as well, so yeah, BLS. I borrowed it off a friend. I don't actually own one, that's why I borrowed it. So yeah, 1 BLS, just assume it's there. 2 Chaos Sorcerers. I don't like 3, again, it kind of clogs the hand. 2 I think is nicer for me. 2 Tragodia. This actually put in work. It was so nice, especially against like heroes and stuff. They had a real problem against this card. They didn't know quite what to do with it, especially when it was on a big attack as well, because you just sat behind it. Triple Effect Veiler, you kind of have to run 3. You don't have to, obviously, but I mean 3 is optimal, maybe 2, but in this deck 3, just standard. Triple Tour Guide and a Sangam. That's pretty standard. Also, yesterday I entered the Battle Pack event, and I managed to pull a Starfall Tour Guide. It's in my binder, so if you're interested in Starfall Tour Guide, PM me. Or a rare. I've got 3 rares and a Starfall now. So 2 card Trooper. I feel 1 wasn't enough, and 2 was just nice for the mill. I tended to just set these if I had a low deck, because I didn't want to deck out. So I just set it and get the +1 when it died, and then 1 Gauze, because Gauze is Gauze. So that was the monsters. Quite a lot of monsters. I think there's like 30, maybe 31 monsters in there. I think 31, yeah, or something like that. Spells. I don't run any traps, so just the spells now. 3 solar recharge. Yeah, pretty standard for draw power, I guess. You kind of need draw power in this deck because, and also it mills as well, so it gets you light and dark targets in the grave quickly. And 1 charge of Light Brigade for searching. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. The standard 3. I didn't main any MSTs. Most people don't main MSTs. I just side deck them. 2 Forbidden Lance. I didn't actually use these at the tournament. I've put these in since. So actually I used, this is a 41 card deck. I think I just used an Honest at 40, but I've taken out the Honest and I've put in these 2. So this is my current build. I haven't tested these very well, but they appear quite nice. To have that added support when you sat behind a light pulsar dragon, it's quite nice. And obviously future fusion, MVP of the deck. Okay, we'll go into the extra deck first. So we've got 5-headed dragon, obviously target for the future fusion. It's pretty standard. I did actually in round 1. Game 3 we went into time, and I managed to summon one of these in time. He did get rid of it, but it was kind of too late. But that was really quite lucky. On Exobeetle I found this really useful. Sorry, I'm just grabbing something. Yeah, Exobeetle I found this really useful. I must have summoned it like 3 times. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Yeah, summoned it like 3 times because it's got Scrap Dragon's effect, popping backer and stuff. So in a tricky situation, he had a Gauze token on 2/8, and unfortunately I struggled to get over anything with more than 2/8 unless I use like this or something. So I used this, I summoned this, and I used it to pop the 2/8 Gauze token. Just really nice. Not a lot of people know about its secondary effect. I think its secondary effect is what's potent about the card. I want a Tyrus. Since then, I'll give you reasoning why. I've replaced the Tyrus with the Adrius. I ran Tyrus as it's a level 5, but now I've put in Adrius. I've decided that if you're going to go into a rank 5, you're probably pretty desperate at that point already. So yeah, I'm going to use this now, because if you're pretty desperate, the odds are you're trying to pop something, and this pops. This is more defensive, so I wouldn't get rid of two 4 beat sticks for this, but if I was in a tricky situation, I would for this. So I'm going to run this over Tyrus now. Queen Dragon Djinn, never made it, but it's nice to have the support there. In fact, I don't think, apart from one of them, I didn't make any of these 3 either. There's one rank 4 I did make though. I'll say that in a minute. But these are nice. Again, they're nice to have being sat behind. This is so nice, especially when you're on low life. Obviously, it wins games. I've seen people rage because their opponent whips this out last minute and wins. Oh yeah, and these 2 as well. Yeah, you've seen those. The 4 I did make was this. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the best 4s behind Lagia and Dolka currently in the game, just because of the situations it allows you to get out of. I managed to use it when I had the Gauze token. I was explaining earlier with this. I went into this first because that was my first route out of it. Going into this meant I had to sacrifice half my hand to get the Light Pulsars out of the grave. But this is so useful, especially against this Reapers. This deck has like quite an issue with Reaper and Gelen Duo and all that stuff, so this actually really helps, and that is one of my favourite rank 4s at the moment. For the 3s, Zenmaines, Leviathan. At this point, I'd just like to point out I don't own a Leviair, nor did I borrow a Leviair, so I never ran a Leviair. But I don't think that affected my game at all, because I never ever summoned Tour Guide and wanted to go into a Leviair, never once. So it wouldn't have affected my play. Giga Brilliant, Muzzle Rhythm, and this is my 1 card out to Messenger of Peace. Never played in Zector deck, and I played 1 wind up deck, and he sided them in, I think, but I don't think he drew them. But this was my out to 1 day piece if I was to come across it, and this is my replacement for Acid Golem. So yeah, I don't know how much time I'm using, and these 2 synchros as well. This video is coming out pretty long. 2 synchros, pretty standard. I don't like level 8s because I don't have many level 7s to sync with Vela. Okay, I'll fly through this side deck quickly. 3 DD Crow, pretty standard. Sided them in quite often, in fact very often. 3 Electric Virus, only ever sided in 2. I never came across a Chaos Dragon Mirror or an Insector deck. Not that these would be useful, but I'm just saying I didn't come across either of those 2, which is quite unusual, I guess. One of these as well, Victoria, for the Chaos Dragon, which I didn't come across, which is annoying. 3 MST because I don't main deck them and they get around problem cards like Macrocosmos. Same applies here. I did side these in against Chainburn, but unfortunately I don't think I... Game 2, he scooped because he had a bad hand. Game 3, I only drew 1 of these and he MST'd it, so I couldn't really do anything. And then 2 bottomless as well. These are debatable. I thought I'd put them in last minute and they did work. Round 4 was against Dark World. I managed to bottomless a Grapha, and then I DD Crowed another Grapha, and then he tried Malefic Stardust and I bottomless that as well. And he was, I don't think he was that angry, he was just annoyed. Not aggressively annoyed, just as like, oh god damn it, okay. But yeah, this actually, I think this puts in so much work against Dark World, because Grapha just cries basically, because you basically have no way of getting him back unless you're like maining some weird shit. So yeah, that's my deck that I used. Yeah, on day 2 I entered the Battle Pack tournament, came 7th out of 35, so that's pretty cool. The promo card at the end was a Starfoil Armor Master, Blackwing Armor Master, and that looked absolutely sick. I'm not gonna lie, I was gutted to not get that. But yeah, 7th was good enough. I got 2 Battle Packs free for that. But yeah, so that's my Nationals report kind of deck update thingy. So thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time, YouTube.